Alright guys, so we are doing a walkthrough in my local Walmart. This is not the particular Walmart that I have been coming in. I'm in this Walmart because it was close to the IHOP that my mother and I just had breakfast at, so I figured I would give you guys a walkthrough while I'm here. Now keep in mind that this is the first of the month, so they have stuff pretty much stocked for the most part because it's the first of the month and they don't want to miss out on $1. So don't be fooled just because you see the store looking more stocked. I did speak with an associate and they offered overtime, which they don't normally do at the first of the month, so that they are able to get the shelves to look more presentable for shopping. But as you can see, here we are by the yogurts, and it's still very light. The shelves are not as full as in other areas of the store. This whole yogurt section is not full like it should be. I just wanted to point that out. They are doing some trickery where they are pulling more of the products to the front of the shelves to make it appear more full than it actually is. I don't have time to play games with them while I'm here today. I'm going to get what I need so I can hurry up and get out of here. But as you can see, I'm shopping along the way. I just grabbed my kiddos some Danable smoothies and trying to get right here next to this biscuit area, but I was trying to wait on this young lady and her mother, but I'm gonna go ahead and proceed because they're like still undecided. But this is the small section of the canned biscuits is all they have to offer. I like the flaky layers, but there's only one can here. I'm like searching through with no luck, so this is all they have as far as the biscuits and croissants are concerned. Right under it is where they keep their cookie dough, and I cannot find Pillsbury. The only thing they had was the sugar cookie, and not interested in that. So I'm just gonna back up here again. Oh, they do have Pillsbury pie crust down in the corner, but it's only about 6 boxes down there, so little light in this area overall. They normally have more biscuits than this, but it is what it is. That's all they have to offer. I'm so determined I'm going to find me another can of the flaky layers because I really don't like the home style and all. I actually like my biscuits to pull apart in the layers. So I'm back over here trying again, and no luck, guys. No luck. You know how you just think if you keep searching something, you're gonna eventually find it. But I'm looking at these Nestle Toll House cookies, and we're not interested. I'm a Pillsbury girl, so moving right along. I'm going over to the cheese area. This is stocked pretty well for the most part. There are a few empty spots. Like you can see on that top row, there's a couple missing there, and just hit or miss here and there, but for the most part they do have cheese available today. Again, don't be fooled, it's the first of the month. This is what they do because they know everyone is getting their food stamps, their pandemic food stamps, and just their incomes for the month. So they're making sure that they have some things, and trust me, the prices are sky high. So right now I'm just grabbing a few things of cheese for my household. Okay, so now we are moving right along here to the lunch meats. And look at this, guys. Empty. They do have some scattered about, but for the most part, obviously they didn't have anyone to stock this area because it is for the most part empty. trying to be discreet with my camera because it is very crowded in here today, and there's a lot of associates standing around, so I don't want to be like really blatant in their face with my camera, so I'm not like moving it around too much and trying to get the lower shelves because I'm not trying to be obvious that I'm recording. Some of the franchises are asking us not to record. Obviously, they know that people are showing what their inventory is looking like, and they're not too happy about that. But this is your breakfast sausage. Look at this, guys. That section was empty. The hot dogs are pretty well stocked. You can see up on the top shelves, they have room to like stack them on top of each other and show you that they have quite a bit in stock. There's some more breakfast sausages. Here's your bacon. Just update on bacon. They're actually decreasing the price of the bacon because they had gone up so much with bacon. Like in Sam's Club, where I get the Smithfield thick cut, they went from $15 pre-pandemic to $25 for that double pack. And obviously a lot of people were skipping. Look at this, guys. This is ridiculous. This is your cereal section, guys. It's empty over here. That was the Rice Krispie treats. They put it right next to the Rice Krispie cereals and your oatmeals and just your cold and hot cereals and your pancakes, but it's a lot of empty spots here too. They do have some for the most part, but it's a lot of areas that is empty. But back to the bacon, a lot of people were skipping over it. The bacon wasn't selling, so I noticed that when I was in Sam's, they brought it back down to about $18. It was $17.90 something. So it's true. If you stop buying certain items at those prices, they're gonna bring them down. So that's what I do. I love to do it when I know associates are watching. I'll look at something and act like I'm going back and forth with it, and then I'll eventually put it right back on the shelf. Guys, we're going back over by the meat section. I'm trying to show you that the cases are pretty much full today. And it's not as bad as when I did my last Walmart walkthrough on the meat section. Again, it's the beginning of the month, and I'm going right back over here to pick up where I left off. So here's your seafood. There are some missing spots in the seafood, but they do have seafood available. I will say that. I'm not a seafood fan. It's not something you're going to ever see me visiting too often. So guys, we're going to go ahead over and check out this chicken. Look at the chicken. I am impressed. It's pretty well stocked for the most part. And again, it's the first of the month. And they are trying to get everything sold that they possibly can. But as you can see, it's not the same situation for this pork. The pork appears to be there. Here is the beef. Beef not bad. There are some spots, but for the most part, they have some beef. Look at the ground beef. They have plenty of it. But guys, you would not believe how expensive these packs of ground beef are. Now that small pack I just touched, $10. Look like you can get 2 patties out of it if you made burgers. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Some ground beef so I can make burgers for my family, or Salisbury steaks. I'm in the mood for burgers, so it'll probably be burgers. But guys, this ground beef is so pricey, it's ridiculous. I am still over here going back and forth in my head, trying to figure out, am I gonna do this? Am I not? Probably not. But I really do have taste for a nice homemade burger. Not no McDonald's, no Wendy's, no Burger King. I want a nice homemade burger. This is what I went with. Guys, look at this. This package, $18. $17.98. I must really want a burger. But I'm heading over to these patties real quick. Let me see something. Because there's no way. OMG. This ground beef is sky high. Guys, if you don't stock up, get it now because it's just going to go higher and higher. Here I am. I found some burger patties. 12 patties. And $9.98. So I'm going to go ahead with that. And let's go put this tray that I can only possibly get 4 burger patties made out of, or they're going to end up being meatballs, and put that back. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead with this 12 count of burger patties. Look, it is what it is. You got to improvise. You got to make smart decisions because a trip to the grocery store is way more today than it was in March of 2020 when we first heard of it, because trust me, it began before that. But we're not even going to go into all that. But okay, let's move right on along. Again, for the most part, they do have some meats in the market. I'm just going to go ahead and grab me some Lipton tea bags because I still brew my own iced tea at home, and then I like to have some hot tea as well. I do the flavored teas and I have plenty of them, but I just want some regular Lipton tea bags so I can brew some and just have myself some hot tea on days that I don't feel like coffee. Yeah, guys, this is our new normal. This is our new normal. This is what it is now. So now we're over in the frozen section. These are your entrees. I'm looking for one specifically for hubby because he has been going on and on about this fish fillet and mac and cheese entree by Stouffer's, and I'm really looking for that for him. But of course, I'm walking through for you guys. This is what it's come to. They do have some of the family trays of lasagna, the Stouffer's brand, the Great Value brand, and a few other entree options. Found hubbies. But at this point, I would make it from scratch, guys, because you know what you're putting into your meals, and you know how much of a serving to expect to get out of them. And so therefore, at this point, it's cheaper to just go ahead and prepare these entrees yourself. They do have these little cheap burritos and stuff like that. It is available. This is the more healthy selection here. Oh my God, look at this frozen fruit. The prices are sky high. Here we are with the frozen vegetables. Here's your broccoli and your carrots and your corns. They have some, but believe me, they're kind of tossed in there in certain areas and brought to the front to make it appear like they're fully stocked when they aren't. But this is the best I've seen as far as the frozen vegetables in the markets in the past 2 weeks. So I'm going to say we're winning in this scenario. Okay, so here we are at the fish. Look at the fish, guys. Skimpy. Don't be fooled. I told you. They couldn't even do the trickery in this area because it's just not enough to fool anybody. This is your frozen chickens. It's looking a little weak, guys. So I'm going to encourage you guys to continue to stock up. Don't be fooled. It's not looking so great. They do have some taquitos and some steak. Look at those Uncrustables. The bottom of the batch. It's empty. Corn dogs. You can make this stuff yourself, guys. Yeah, the kiddos love like the Uncrustables, but that's peanut butter and jelly. They just freeze it for you. Make your own. Pizzas, they do have a substantial amount of. I'm noticing that. Everybody have pizza. They have a lot. There was a time that I did go to a Walmart and their pizzas were getting kind of low, but for the most part, pizza is really well stocked. Not just in the Walmarts. I've seen it in like the ShopRites and the Acme's. Pizza's still looking relatively decent. This is your French fries. Look how sad it is. And if you can find an onion ring in the house, you are the real MVP. They have not been having any onion rings. And I want to say this has been a couple months now. In my area, at least. I can't speak about somebody else's area. I'm talking about my area in South Jersey. And I've gone to different locations. So here's the ice creams. I am looking for, excuse me, some Mickey Mouse ice creams that TJ put a special request in for. Don't look like they have them. Excuse me, but I'm going to continue walking around showing you the ice creams. They do have a variety, not as large a variety as my local ShopRite, but they do have ice cream, so you can still come over and get yourself like a large container of ice cream for your family to have some ice cream at night indoors for dessert, or just, you know, if you have a sweet tooth. But this is another thing, the Texas Toast. The New York brand is doubled the price since pre-pandemic. And then you still have your great value, but they only have the garlic here. So, but it's $2 cheaper than the New York Texas Toast. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab me a couple boxes of this, and I can just put cheese on these before I place them in the oven to cook. So you can still have your cheesy garlic toast. Just put your cheese on yourself, guys. Get the cheaper one and fix it to your liking, or you can just buy some fresh bread and make your own cheesy garlic bread. This is the breakfast section. It's looking okay for the most part. I really hate buying these Eggos in here because you get so much more at Sam's Club for just like a couple dollars extra. So I really like to get mine at Sam's, but I think I told you in enough of my uploads, my kiddos absolutely love waffles. I do have pancake mix at home and waffle mix, but I just can't seem to make them quick enough. So that's something when I'm meal prepping, I make ahead and put them in freezer bags and stick them in the freezer so that I can just pull them out when we're ready for them. But I do like to keep these on hand for when I have not had the opportunity to meal prep. Again, guys, you need to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You want to make sure that you stay on top of stockpiling and your prepper pantries. Don't be fooled by the beginning of the month when the shelves are looking pretty good opposed to the rest of the month, because they are still doing a lot of trickery, and it might look pretty much well stocked, like I said, in the beginning of the month, because they're paying the employees overtime to keep up with it, because they know people are getting their food stamps, pandemic EBT, and their monthly incomes. But throughout the month, I will continue to upload whenever I can to show you that there are still a lot of stores that are low on stock. So don't be fooled. Anything that you can make on your own, I would advise you to get into meal prepping and start making these things on your own. Stock those freezers up, stock those closets and pantries up. All the additional storage that you can come up with in your homes, you want to stock all that up, because the prices are only going to go up from here. I do not see things getting any better. However, I want everyone to remain safe, and I would hate to see anyone and their families run out of foods. We are living in some very trying times. It's very scary. Pick up a little here, a little there, whenever you're at the markets. Don't go without having what you need to feed yourself and your families. I'm just going to go over here and grab a couple loaves of bread. Well, a loaf of bread for the kiddos for their sandwiches. And then I'm going to grab some buns for those burgers. And I'm pretty much done. I am going to run over and grab some oranges for the kiddos because I like to have them with their halos. Um, if that's what they carry, or the cuties for their vitamin C's to keep in their system. But yeah, still give them their vitamins in addition to that. And elderberry. I do what I can on my end. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this store. Let me grab the last couple items that I need and get checked out. I will see you in the next upload. Don't forget, stockpile. That's the name of the game. Stay prepped. Love and respect.